How'd you get on last night?
Yeah, great. Where were it you went? Warsaw.
What, all the way to Birmingham?
That's Walsall, you fool. She went to Warsaw. You know, as in Hungary.
Hungary?
Oh, it's the name of a club.
Oh, I see.
What are you doing over there, Les?
I'm just sorting through this. Thought I might do a car boot sale this weekend.
Oh, God.
Did you dance with him?
Of course I did.
How far did he get?
Hey, I won't have that sort of talk in here. He showed you some respect, I hope.
Of course he did. I wouldn't go out with him otherwise, would I? So where was he then, this dreamboat?
Thought I'd be telling. It were Chris from Garage.
Shut up, you. I thought he were Angie's boyfriend.
Yeah, well, he is, but they're on the rocks.
Are they?
Yeah. He told me all about it. Dead upset.
Oh. Well, he's a nice lad.
Hey, and he's a mechanic. That'll come in handy.
So, why are they on the rocks then?
Do you think I'd be telling you? Yeah. So, if I were Leanne and Chris want to go steady, you just keep your nose out, right?
Won't be hard.
How do you mean?
Because he didn't even go out last night.
Yeah, he did.
I heard him telling Gary and Des he were off to the pictures instead. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Is this true, Leanne?
Oh, well, so what if it is? You rotten little tow rag, Toya, setting her up like that. Oh, sweetheart. Well, you sat there all on your own and he didn't turn up.
I'll kill him.
Thanks. So, how soon before they all find out?
Well, not straight away. He just said he wouldn't cooperate.
What does that mean?
If somebody asks him, he'll not deny it, I suppose. And Emily knows, so it's just a question of time. Every time I meet somebody, I'll be wondering, do they know or don't they?
Well, if we're going to do something, we have to move fast. Like today.
What is there to do?
Talk to Emily?
Oh, no. I couldn't face that.
Well, she's going to find out sooner or later. Might as well do it now and get her on side.
But even if I do, that still leaves Ken.
I could speak to him.
He wouldn't give you the time of day.
It's worth a try.
So what were your breakfast like over there?
Oh, amazing. Used to have waffles with maple syrup and real coffee.
Oh, you'll have to get it on the menu, Gail, otherwise you'll be going back. And school sounded great.
Oh,
you know, from your letters.
Yeah, you did everything. You did climbing, sailing, ice hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's such a big country, made me want to go out and do things, you know, explore.
Sounds like you had a great time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to bring you back down to earth, but now you're back in sunny Weatherfield. What's your plan?
I'm not going back to that comprehensive, it's a dump.
Right.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to tech, do PE.
Oh, yeah. With a view to what?
Being a PE teacher.
Sounds interesting.
Ooh.
Don't you need A-levels for that?
I don't know, I'll find out today, but whatever it takes, I'll just have to do it, won't I?
Right. Well, you'd never have thought like that before you went away.
Ah, how'd you get on with Dixon?
Depends what you mean.
Well, was he interested?
Oh, yeah, he's interested, all right. Suggested I give him a private fashion show. You think that's funny, do you?
And what did you say?
I politely told him it was outside my job description. But if he wanted a modelling professionally, I'd see what I could do.
You didn't slap his face?
Give me some credit.
So the deal's still on?
Oh, I didn't say it wasn't.
Well, I think you handled that very well. Oh, George, he never gives up.
You knew he was going to do it.
Well, you have to take these things in your stride. I did tell you to be nice to him.
Yeah, but how nice?
Well, depends on you, sweetheart, but we do need that order.
You're not looking too clever these days, Percy, lad.
I'm not sure if I'm coming or going just lately.
Yes, well, the brain slows down when you get to our
Yes,
age.
but all this about ghosts and all that, I don't believe it, and I can't understand. I'm fed up with it.
Yeah, well, Roy's got this plan. With any luck, he'll get to the bottom of it.
So this sand you're putting down, what's it all in aid of?
Well, if the intruder is mortal, hopefully he'll leave a footprint or kick the tray over.
And what if it's a spook?
Ah, well, theory has it that psychic atmosphere has its own air currents, just like a physical one.
I'm not with you.
I don't think anybody is.
Look, I'm not saying I believe all this. It's just that some people believe that all living beings create energy. And this energy has a mind of its own. So just like, say, the wind can knock something over, so psychic energy can do exactly the same thing.
So if the sand's disturbed...
It's Ivy's ghost Or a bird flew down the chimney.
Exactly.
How do you know which is which?
Good question.
I'll see you.
So, how was my Stephen then?
Oh, great. He sent us love.
Thank you. Did he look after you all right?
Yeah, we did stuff together and sometimes went off on my own.
Oh, well, it doesn't seem to have done you any harm. And I love the coat.
No, thank you.
Ah, I bet you had quite a few girls running after you with all that lovely gear. Eh?
No, you need warm clothes over there. It's -20 in the winter sometimes.
Keep your nose out, Grandma, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got to go see about this call.
All right, my darling. Yeah, you take care of yourself.
I will. See you later, Mum.
Bye, love.
Okay.
Wow, certainly booked his ideas up.
We can't get over it.
I would say that he's had the odd flingette over there.
Is that age, Bam?
Yeah. Lock your daughters up, Weatherfield.
So you come in?
Must have been thrilling.
Well, I was going around the corner for a kebab and then I saw the sexiest legs in Weatherfield walk past. You should wear that skirt more often.
Oh, should I?
Oh, yes. Give me a girl in a nice skirt any day. Beach trousers in my book. That's 60p, look.
The usual, please, Alec.
And where were you last night?
What?
Nobody messes with my family and gets away with it.
Oh, I wish I'd had that kebab now.
Don't get smart with me.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about.
You were taking Arlie to Warsaw.
What?
It's a club.
Yeah, I know it's a club.
Is that what you get off on? Messing young girls about? You better have a good excuse, mate, or I'll brain you.
I said I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, she has got a vivid imagination sometimes. Do you know about Talbot Sambers?
What, the car?
My mate's trying to tell us one. I'll tell you what, I'll get you that and you can fill us in.
Have you two had a row?
He said I had nice legs. So like you do when someone pays you a compliment, I read him the riot act.
Yeah, but what's the real problem?
A buyer propositioned me last night. And I couldn't tell him to naff off because we'd lose the contract, so I took it out on Chris.
Well, tell him that. He'll understand.
Am I difficult? And should I not care when creeps like that take advantage?
Of course you should.
Why shouldn't we have to play these games?
Does Mike know?
Oh, he thinks I handled it well.
Yeah, well, so do I. So stop worrying. Now go and give that boyfriend of yours a big kiss.
Hey, I've just given that Chris a right ear bashing. He won't go messing you about again.
Oh, Dad, what have you done that for? I'll never get off with him now.
Well, it wasn't that hard on him. It was more like a chat.
Yeah, well, he'll think I'm stupid.
No, he won't. He's a good lad. It was a misunderstanding. Hey, you'll get in there now. Are you listening?
What?
I'm saying about Chris.
Ah, stuff him.
Captain Lindsay, this is a surprise. Just landed, or is it a flying visit?
I've asked for this, haven't I?
Just a bit.
Tell cheap lies and you'll get cheap gags.
So, this is the humble act, is it? The sob story to buy my silence?
I would like to explain.
I don't see the point. Deirdre's told me everything. I think what you've done is despicable.
I haven't come for sympathy. I don't deserve any. It's Deirdre I'm worried about. How it's going to affect her.
Well, you should have thought about that before.
Yes. Yes, I know. But it's not too late to save her from being humiliated. If you'll just give me 5 minutes to put my side across, I won't trouble you again. She told you I lost my job?
Yes.
Well, you've been there. You know all about losing your dignity and wanting it back. I didn't lie for the hell of it.
People lose their jobs every day. They don't go and live in Never Never Land. It's called facing reality.
I did a very, very stupid thing. And I really regret it, but losing the thing I loved. Not because I was no good at it or done something wrong, just some technicality over my health. Sorry, this is sounding like a sob story, isn't it?
But why lie to Deirdre? From the beginning you did that.
When my wife left, I fell apart. I couldn't see anybody fancying a tie shop manager. The pretence gave me confidence, and once you start, if only I could turn the clock back. I know, but I can do the next best thing. I came clean with Deirdre.
Only because I found out.
Okay, but it was her that wanted to go on. I didn't prompt that. I'd assumed we were finished. So I came up with a solution to give us a second chance.
Another lie.
Yes, but not one that'll hurt anybody or cheat them.
Still a lie.
I do understand your feelings. I know you've got no time for me, and that's fine. But I'm not asking you to do it for me.
You'd save face as well, though.
Which would make your help all the more generous. Anyway, I've said my bit. It's up to you now. We're in your hands.
So how did you get on with the college?
Oh, I think it'll be fine.
Great, good news.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
I've been thinking about Don. Can't believe he did all them things.
Yeah, well, don't be too hard on him, eh? I don't think he knew what he was doing the last 6 months. Took knock after knock and then... well, he just cracked.
And that bother out of him over the house? Was that one of his knocks?
Well, let's just say he was already a bitter man when that happened. You just got caught up between him and I disputing.
But he had it in for me, though.
Had it in for everyone, that was his problem. Blamed everyone but himself.
Yeah, but, I mean, I couldn't wait to get my hands on that money.
Just the same as anyone else would have been. No, look, that was Ivy's fault. She knew that Will was going to poison everything.
But I had all that trouble with you as well. I mean, I should take some of the blame.
What, you were a normal teenager, you mean? Look, Nick, I want you to put all that behind you. Look, Don was mentally ill for loads of reasons, going back years. Not one of them anything to do with you. Right? Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Don't know if it's me or what, but I find it easier to talk to you now.
It's you. You've come out of yourself a lot since you've been over there.
So, who's in Don's now?
The Battersbys. Lovely, genteel family.
I saw a girl come out there today. Was that the daughter?
Which one? There's two.
About my age.
Leanne.
Yeah.
Listen, word to the wise. Stay clear.
I'm sorry to bother you, but there's no one else about, and I've no water. Do you mind if I fill this from your tap?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. Would you like to do it yourself?
Yeah, I won't be a tick. Funny?
What?
Yours isn't working either.
Really?
I'll just check your stopcock. Same place as ours?
I believe so.
Oh, yeah, it is. Everything's all right here.
Oh, so why isn't it working then?
I don't know. I've got exact same problem. I've phoned the water board to ask them if they've turned it off, and they said no. I think I better phone a plumber.
I don't think...
What?
Well, with all the goings-on recently...
Oh, I forgot all about that. Oh, I've gone all of a shiver.
No, there's bound to be a reasonable explanation.
Of course there is. I'll send that plumber around when he gets here if you want me to.
Well, I'm going out again shortly. What do I do for water, by the way?
There'll be water in your bathroom tap from your cistern, but boil it, it's not fresh. I'll run a bucket off you if there's anyone around.
Oh, would you? That's very kind.
Don't mention it. What are neighbours for?
Are you sure you don't want some of this?
No, thank you. Curtain's up in half an hour.
You're never going to the theatre.
Oh.
Well, you stay in your own slime if you want to. I'm evolving.
Is this you?
Yeah, thought I'd make a change from the Rovers.
Too right.
Nah, he doesn't want to go. Look at him. He can hardly keep his eyes off this. Chicken with cashews, Day's your favourite.
Yeah, well, we'll eat afterwards, thank you, while we discuss the play's finer points. Somewhere smart, I think.
A few dock leaves and an olive in some tighted up cellar somewhere. You can have it, mate.
Right, well, we better go, because we'll be late.
Have a nice time.
Thank you.
Try not to fall asleep, Des. Do you fancy a beer?
Oh, yeah, why not? Let's be really sophisticated.
You're not going to start because of them, are you?
Why don't we ever go to the theatre?
Come on, Ange, when have you ever suggested it?
Why should it be down to me?
All right, then, let's go. When do you fancy?
Oh, it's not just the theatre, is it? We never go anywhere, do we, or do anything interesting?
Right, like the time I asked you to go to Blackpool with me and you stayed in here talking to Des instead.
All right, well, I'm as bad as you then, aren't I?
What's up, Ange? Is it this guy from last night?
No.
Then what?
We don't really get on, do we?
We're getting okay.
Yeah, well, that just about sums it up, doesn't it? Okay. We've got nothing deep in common, have we?
What's going on, Ange?
It's been on, off, on, off.
All right, then, well, if you feel like that, then let's just finish it.
Do you know, that might not be such a bad idea.
I went out to the post office, then when I got back, the water had come on again.
Well, there must be a rational explanation.
Yes, but what?
Well, let's wait and see what Roy comes out with. He should be back in a minute. Sit down, Emily.
Oh, thank you.
As a matter of fact, there is something I should say to you about Deirdre.
Oh, what's the latest?
Well, it's all rather a bit embarrassing, because it looks like I got hold of the wrong end of the stick.
What do you mean?
Well, John is a pilot, after all.
What?
Yes, it seems that girl in the shop that I talked to, she was new, and she thought that John was the manager, but in fact he was standing in for somebody.
An airline pilot standing in for a shop manager?
Yes, it does seem a bit strange, but apparently they were friends, and he used to shop there a lot. That's when I saw him there. And then the boss's wife was ill, he had to take her to hospital. John was free, so he took over.
It sounds very odd to me.
Yes, it did to me too.
So, he and Deirdre needn't have split up.
Ah, yes, that's the other thing. They haven't.
But you said that...
No, apparently they just had a row. They'd arranged to do something, then John was asked to do the shop, didn't want to tell Deirdre, so he said he was ill. Then I told Deirdre I'd seen him, and all hell broke loose. Anyway, apparently they've made it up now.
So you nearly broke them up. Jumping to conclusions.
Oh, yes, I suppose so.
Oh, well, it didn't happen. Good luck to them.
Yes. What else can you say?
Look, I don't think we should get into this. You had a bad trip last night. You've been all over the place today.
All the more reason to talk about us.
Why?
While I'm feeling real before we slip back into playing at relationships.
Thanks.
We're both to blame. Neither of us wants to live together, do we?
Oh, I thought we'd been through this.
Right, it's just me. I'm in a strange mood. Tell me you're madly in love with me and I'll shut up. Feelings mutual.
But look, we enjoy it though, don't we? It suits us.
But where's it going?
Does it have to go somewhere?
I want a relationship, not an agreeable habit.
But I can't give you any more than I am.
Precisely. To be honest with you, nor can I. So why are we bothering?
So, the water just came back on, you say?
Yes.
Same thing happened to me. I felt a right twerk when the plumber came round.
Of course, water is interesting.
Why?
Well, it's one of the 4 elements.
The what?
Well, the ancients believed that everything was made up of 4 elements: earth, fire, water and air. They are integral to the workings of the spirits.
Oh, come on, Roy. It was probably just a fault in a pipe somewhere.
Oh, well, very possibly. I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
Well, let's just get this tray down, shall we? I want to go and have a drink.
Right, well, may I suggest the living room?
Good, good. Well, let's put it down there.
Right.
You say fire's one of them elements?
Yes.
Well, it's funny, because we had a fuse go the other day for no reason. That could be fire giving us grief.
You see, and sand represents earth.
And all this stuff you've been spurting is hot air, so that completes the cycle. Now, can we go, please?
Your lad's back, I see.
Yeah. No flies on you, Mike.
Well, what happened? Did Reed blow him out as well?
You what?
Stephen Reed, that's who he was staying with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he turned me over. I just wondered if your Nicky got the same treatment.
Do you mind? He was at school over there. He's been there a year. Now he's back.
Oh, he got out in time then. I mean, I was okay for a year, till he pulled the plug.
Ah, right. Well, from what I remember, it was out of his control, wasn't it?
He had it in for me.
Want to watch that paranoia, Mike?
I can't believe you talked him round.
Well, I told him he'd be doing it for you and not for me.
I wonder if he's told Emily.
He said he would. We worked out a version of events that he could give her. I better fill you in.
So does this mean we're safe?
It looks like it.
Pint, please, Alex.
Right. Have the men in black been round then with the paraphernalia?
Well, Roy's put down a tray of sand. Not quite in the same league, but...
Tray of sand?
Yeah, it's supposed to pick up any traces of anything that goes in there.
Oh, let's hope it's not a cat you're dealing with, eh?
How's your hair, Roy? Let's see what you make of that.
Hi, please, Alec.
Hello, Ange. You okay?
No.
All right. What's the matter?
Me and Chris have finished.
Oh, no. I mean, do you really mean that? Or have you just had a row?
No, it's over.
Why?
Nothing there. Don't know why I'm so upset. It was never a big thing. On one minute, off the next. You get closer than you realise, I suppose.
Are you sure you've just not had a row?
Not really. I just suddenly got the urge to unpick it, and once I'd started, it just fell apart like an empty shell. 5 months, Curly, and it fell apart in 5 minutes.
Look, why don't you just sleep on it, eh? Things might seem a bit different in the morning.
No, they won't. I still feel rotten, but I think I did the right thing.
Okay, do you want a chaser? Right.
Alec, 2 chasers, please.
Thanks, Ken.
I did it for you, not your friend.
I know. I appreciate it. We both do.
I don't like lying, especially to people like Emily. She'll be my neighbour as long as I can remember, so don't ask me to do it again, OK?
Did she believe you?
I really couldn't say. I'm not as good a liar as you. Anyway, it's done now. I only hope he's worth it.